we're going to be doing today. It's a really fun fall, good night out look. So if you like what you see, then stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Hey y'all, I'm back. We're going to go ahead and start by priming our face and lips with some coconut oil. It's 100% natural and is great for people with sensitive skin. It's super moisturizing and it acts as a great primer to put under your makeup. And don't worry about it if you're oily because it doesn't make you look super oily at all. After you get done rubbing the coconut oil in, we're going to jump straight into the foundation. I'm going to be using Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation in the shade Light Medium Beige. I'm going to be applying that with a flat It Cosmetics brush. It's really fluffy and soft, so it won't hurt your skin at all. I'm going to be taking about 5 drops for each side of my face and applying that into the brush. Then I'm going to just kind of dot this all over my face, and by doing that you're preventing a clump up of your foundation and it being all stuck in one spot. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in circular motions and just kind of manipulate this where I want it to go until I get the coverage I want. Going in with the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Light Warm. And I'm just going to apply that under my eyes, on my chin, above my lip, and on my nose, and a little in my forehead. If it looks like a lot, it's because it is. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush just to blend that out and give me the coverage that I'm needing. I like using a brush better than a sponge just because it does move around the product a little better than a sponge, whereas the sponge kind of picks up more product. I forgot to show you all the brush that I was using, but this is the Crease Brush by Real Techniques. Like I was saying before, a sponge does take off more product and it does pick it up. So I'm going to be using a sponge just to take off the excess product that I'm not wanting on my face. That way I don't get a cakey effect, I get more of a natural skin look. I don't know why I even try to show you what I'm using because I didn't realize, but it was completely blurry. But I'm going to be going in with a fluffy brush with Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation in the shade Warm Natural 12. I'm going to be using it as a slightly tinted setting powder just to set the foundation that I put on before this. After that, I'm going to be going in with the Baked Body Frosting by Laura Geller just to bronze my face and bring some warmth back into it. I'm going to be going over my cheeks, my forehead, and a little bit of my nose Once I get to my nose, I'll show you how I hold my brush.
What I thought was wrong with my hair, but I ended up giving up because I couldn't fix it.
So this is what I'm talking about. Because I was taking the powder brush from It Cosmetics, I needed to flatten the brush so that I could get it a little bit smaller, just to be a little more precise on the side of my nose. Moving on to brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Caramel. I really am not one to pencil in my whole eyebrow because the inner part of my brow is very dark. So I just go in and I create the arch that I like, and then that's about it. To start off my eyes, I'm going to be using a buxom color. It's called Champagne Buzz, and I love it because it's kind of a foil color, but I'm just going to be putting that on the inside of my eyes, more towards the inner corner, just to lighten them up for when I put the darker shade in. That I forgot to show y'all the brush I was using, so that's what I was just doing. It's just an Eco Tools brush. Then I'm going to be going in with the palette Tartlet in Bloom by Tarte in the color Rebel. I'm going to be using the Deluxe Crease brush by Real Techniques just to blend out that darker color to give me a good transition for my smoky eye.
Blend.
With the same brush, I'm going to be going in with Leader from the same Tarte palette that I was using before, and I'm just going to put that in the outside of my crease and slowly blend it towards the inner part of my crease. top of that, I'm going to be going in with Activist by the Tarte palette. And I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing that I was doing before with the leader. And just keep adding the warmth and darkness that I want. After you get the darkness that you want, we're going to go ahead and get a small angled brush, and we're going to wet that with Renewed Hope in a Jar moisturizing spray by Philosophy. Any moisturizing spray will do, that's just the one that I prefer. We're going to coat that in the Activist by Tarte that we used before, and we're going to use that as our liner. I love this technique because it's not too harsh, but it gives you the darkness that you need around your eyes. Once you're happy with your liner, we are going to go ahead and smoke out our bottom lash line. And to do that, we're going to be using a small soft brush by Eco Tools, and we're going to be going in with Firecracker in the same Tarte palette. It has a little bit of shimmer, and it will really open up your eyes. You can always put as little or as much as you want, so you just do you.
You do you, boo. Put on some lashes and your eyes are good to go. Moving on to lips, we're going to line them with a MAC lip pencil in the shade Night Moth. As you can see, my lips are already kind of red. I didn't realize, but I pressed the wrong button, so it didn't film anything I was doing before. So I had to take off my red lips and refilm the whole thing. So take two. After the liner, we're going to fill in the lips with Jean by MAC. I love this red color because it's not the traditional red, like the bright red. It's more of a brick color, which looks good on everybody. Last but definitely not least, we're going to highlight with Champagne Pop in Jaclyn Hill's collection by Becca. This palette seriously makes my heart so happy. So we're just going to put that on all the places that the sun hits, which is your nose, your cheekbones, your forehead, your chin, and a little bit on your upper lip. Be careful putting too much of this if you are oily or have texture skin because it can emphasize those things. But have fun with it, y'all. Highlighter is a beautiful thing. Well, that concludes this video, so I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe for me. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye!